Welcome back to Talking Story. My name is John Minton, and we are dangerously close to February. We have already gotten through the first month of the year together, 2024. Wow, what some great reads we had. We're going to be going over all those later in the week. But before we get to that, I wanted today to put out my TBR for February so you know exactly the reading journey we're going to be taking here on the channel through the month of February. It's a shorter month. I hope I can get this done. I've kind of stacked up a little bit more than I should have stacked up probably, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to try to get through this because there's so many great things I want to read. You guys have given me so many great recommendations, so I it's like a kid in a candy store. I couldn't stop pulling off the shelf and making a stack for the shortest month of the year. So we're going to see how we do. Starting off the month at number 1, I have to give a big thanks to NetGalley and Random House Publishing for approving me to get me an early e-arc copy of The Book of Love by Kelly Link. If you do not know, if you know, you know. Kelly Link she is a sorceress. She is able to weave magic with her words. She's been shortlisted for one of her short story collections for the Pulitzer Prize in Literature. She has won the Genius Grant from the McCarthy Foundation. She has won Hugo. She has won, you name the award, she has won it in speculative fiction, and there is a reason, because she's able to weave this magical realism through these humane, emotional stories and just hit you time and time again in the heart and in the brain. And I've loved her short fiction. And finally, she has created a novel-length story. She has a full-length novel coming out in February, I believe on the 8th. And it is called Book of Love. And thank you again, Random House, for approving us to get an early e-arc. I'm going to have that read before it comes out, and I will have an early review out to let you know what Kelly Link's first novel is like, or what we thought of it here on the channel. I cannot wait. I've already started. I'm a little bit early, and I'm unbalanced. It's exactly where Kelly Link wants me, I think. It's a mystery that I will not stop turning pages until I understand it, and it has unbalanced me to my core at the beginning. So, classic Kelly Link, basically. Right after that, the next read for the month of February is going to be A Song for Our Bond. This is my very first Guy Gavriel Kay read, and I cannot be more excited. Brandon Sanderson himself says this is the finest writer in the fantasy literature genre today. So many people say he is one of their all-time favorites. I have not read anything of him. I know Josh at Read For Your Books just said this was his book of the year last year, and he read some bangers, so I cannot wait to get into this. From what I hear from Joanna and Josh and others that have read Song for Our Bond, if you've gone on an artistic journey yourself, this is going to hit you in a very personal, visceral way. I absolutely cannot wait for it. As soon as I wrap up Book of Love by Kelly Link, this will be the next one I pick up, and it is a buddy read. It's so much fun doing a buddy read because I'll be able to talk back and forth, and hopefully we'll have a talk back on a channel. We're not ready to announce it. Maybe this channel, who knows? But I'm doing it with Christopher Navo at his channel. He's doing it next chapter, and then Ben at Bingus Khan reads, Bingus Khan Talks Books, I think. Awesome guys, watch all their stuff. Can't wait to talk about this with them and enjoy another buddy read. After that, it is time for our indie read of the month. And I think Jacqueline Hagan was my first indie author I read. I'm pretty sure when I started this journey and made the commitment I'm due one a month, I think Jacqueline Hagan was the first indie author I picked up. And I was, wow. My hair was blown back. My eyes were opened about what was out there, what this artistic movement could give to you and bring to you. And I have not stopped since then, and I have been itching to get back to the Riverfall because she left me with so many agonizing questions after the Wickwire watch. So my indie read of February, I'm going back and I'm picking up Spider Key, which is book 2 of the Riverfall Chronicles, and I cannot. It's a bit of a chonker, Jacqueline. This has got some heft to it. I hope that means you answer some questions. Wickwire Watch, such a genre blender. We had Gaslamp, steampunky, mystery, Holmesian, Dickensian, tone with some Lovecraftian horror coming in at the end. On the cover it said trust no one, and by the end of it you absolutely don't. Who is bending the truth for their own devices and what is really happening? It was absolutely maddening. I think I said at that time when I reviewed the book, after you finish a book like this, I had the outline, I had the frame of the puzzle, but there was still a few pieces maddeningly left out, and I should be able to fill those in because that's got a straight edge. How could I not find those pieces? How could I not have those answers? And she leaves it just dangling there, just right in front of you. So I absolutely cannot wait to go back to Riverfall and hopefully start getting some of these answers with the Spider Key, which is book 2. And little bit of a spoiler, little bit of a cheat. She has agreed to come on the channel this month and be our artist journey interview, and I cannot wait to talk to Spiffbo finalist Jacqueline Hagan, who absolutely was my first indie read that blew the doors open for me into this, and I can't wait to talk to her. That's coming up later in the month, so stay tuned, and we'll see what we think of that. After that, we are going another buddy read. We are going back to the buddy read that I've got going with Matt at Go Read Books, and Usman at Bards and Books, and Josh at Red Fury Books, and Bert from Bert's Library Twitter, where he reviews books. We're going back to Brian Lee Durfee's epic, and I mean epic fantasy doorstop of a book, The Five Warrior Angels. We're going with book 2. I wrapped up book 1 in January. We're going with book 2 in February, The Blackest Heart. And, you know, that is probably a good chunk of February right there. That's going to take me a bit of time. But I can't wait to get back to this world. There were some questions I had about this world as well. So many of the political intrigue, the machinations going on, the characters, these iconic characters that he pulled out of the toy chest to put his spin on and play with in his sandbox, left me really wondering what's coming next. And I can't wait to get back. So I can't wait to have these answers and get back to this world. So that is something I'm really looking forward to in the short month of February. And then something just for me, guys. After all that epic fantasy, I thought I would need something a little bit of a different. You know, sometimes you just want it to be Christmas time so you can go in to your favorite grocery store, pharmacy, seems like anywhere at Christmas time, and pick up that Whitman sampler. I just want some different flavor. That's enough nougat, baby. Give me some caramel. Give me something a little bit different. I want a thriller. I just want an out-and-out, pulse-pounding thriller. I have never read Riley Sager. Michael, Chris at Unlimited Reads, other people have been saying Riley Sager's the way to go. I picked this up. I was lucky enough to get a signed copy. How could I not pick it up? So I can't wait to get to this part of the month and just clear the decks of all the epic fantasy and go with just a straight up thriller. And of course, we got to be getting ready for November, December. We got to be getting ready for Wind and Truth. We got to be getting ready for Brandon Sanderson's book to drop at the end of the year. So my Cosmere catch-up is still going, still in effect for February. It is a short month, and luckily what I have on tap is a bit of a shorter read from Brandon Sanderson. It is Edge Dancer. It is a novella that happens in the Stormlight Archive world of Roshar. So, I mean, I should be able to squeeze this in. I hope it into February as well. And I just finished Words of Radiance, and wow, I can't wait to go back. I mean, Words of Radiance was my read of the year last year. So I don't know what Edge Dancer has in store for me. I don't know if it's the same character. I don't know if it's a completely different part of the world. I don't know what's on tap for me, but I have gotten to the point where I completely trust Brandon Sanderson. I don't know what's coming my way, but I am absolutely thrilled to go on this ride. Mistborn Era 1, Mistborn Era 2, it's all been a fun ride. So that should wrap up February for me. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because again, remember, Book of Love is not here because I had an e-arc. So 6 reads for a short month. I'm hoping I can pull that off, guys. Of course, we will be coming to you all month long on the channel, letting you know our thoughts, letting you know book by book what we think. What do you guys have going on for February? Any of these? Are you going to be reading with me on any of these, or do you have something totally different planned? Are you just mood reading your way through the year, the month? What's going on? Hit me up in comments and let me know. I absolutely love comments. I answer them right away because that's the whole point of this channel. When we got started, it was just to meet some folks, brighten my existence by having some book people to talk about the books I love with, and it has made such a difference in my life. So just hit me up in those comments. I will answer them right away. Hey, while you're down there, hit that thumbs up. It helps everything we do. And if you've been by a time or two, or if this is maybe, just your first time to see what this doofus is going to be doing through the month of February, and you kind of like this doofus's vibe or what we do on the channel, why wouldn't you? This doofus is as good as any other doofus. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's crazy easy. It's like, it's a click with the mouse. It's like it takes a microsecond and it just feels right. The rest of the day when I do it, when I subscribe to a channel, the rest of the day, my step's a little lighter. I feel a little better. It's just the best thing to do. And I think you'll find that feels right if you go ahead and do it. So this is our February coming, and we are going to share every step of it with you. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Talking Story. I'm looking for another amazing month of reading. Let me know what you're looking forward to. Thanks for stopping by. My name is John Minton, and this has been Talking Story.